Alright boys and girls, so in today's episode we're going to take a look at all of the brand new Autumn Themed UGC items that we have received in the past few months on the Roblox UGC catalog. So I would just say without further ado, let's start today's episode and let's take a look at these pretty interesting items. Alright boys and girls, so before we actually start today's episode, I just wanted to mention that my voice really hurts and my voice might die in the video. I'm probably going to cut that out, but I still wanted to mention it. It's just really unpleasant to talk. I've probably mentioned that in all 3 videos that I've recorded today, but I hope that's fine. Either way, let's just start today's episode and let's take a look at these pretty interesting items now. So first of all, right here we have this pretty interesting looking Crown of Autumn made by one of the Chinese UGC creators. This one costs 55 Robux and it looks pretty amazing, to be quite fair. It was lastly updated on September 3rd, 2020, currently has over 2,203 favorites, and the description says, "With this crown I'm the king of autumn," and it looks pretty amazing. This one has over 2,203 favorites, and is actually quite a nice item, to be quite fair, and for 55 Robux, keep in mind, the cheapest price possible for accessories is actually 50 Robux. This one is pretty inexpensive. So next up right here we have one of the items made by Terabyte, the Antlers for Autumn. These are pretty interesting looking, to be quite fair, and cost 250 Robux. These ones were lastly updated on September 7th, 2020. Hidden amongst the trees, one may be able to find you. These ones currently have 1,739 favorites. I think they're pretty interesting, but to be quite fair, these items are a little bit more expensive by Terabyte, so you might want to wait for a sale by her so you can get these for a cheaper price, but I think they're pretty nice looking antlers and it might be actually worth the price. Next up right here we have the fancy hair in orange. I think this one looks pretty awesome. It kind of looks like autumn themed hair, to be quite fair. This one costs 60 Robux and the hair was lastly updated on September 24th, 2020 and currently has 1,500 favorites. And now let's move on to the next item. So next up right here we have another autumn crown, which looks pretty awesome. This one currently has 1,065 favorites and the price tag is actually 65 Robux for this item. Description says fall is here or something. And this one was lastly updated on October 1st, 2020. So next right here we have the Autumn Wishes hat, which looks pretty awesome. Kind of reminds me of a witch hat. It looks pretty amazing, to be quite fair. This one was lastly updated on October 20th, 2020. And the description says drift away like leaves in a nice autumn breeze. A pretty awesome item, to be quite fair. Currently has 462 favorites. The 3D view and the 2D view actually kind of glitches out for some weird reason. But the item looks perfectly normal on my current avatar, as you can see. I think it looks quite nice. Next up right here we have the autumn wings for 120 Robux. I think they look quite nice. Keep in mind the cheapest price possible for back accessories is actually 100 Robux, so these are pretty close and I would say pretty inexpensive. These ones were lastly updated on October 30th, 2020. It currently has 312 favorites and yeah, it's quite nice. So next up right here we have the autumn hair, which looks pretty awesome as well. It currently costs 79 Robux and was lastly updated on November 4th, 2020. Description says walking in a forest during an autumn breeze. Pretty interesting item once again, made by the same creator as the previous item, and this one currently has 227 favorites and looks quite nice. Next up right here we have the autumn branchlets made by Terabyte. These ones are pretty interesting, are currently on a discount, so if you want to buy these ones, you can currently get these for 30% off. It currently costs 175 Robux and the original price is 250 Robux, so I think that's a pretty good deal. Lastly updated on November 5th, 2020. And last but not least, we have the Acorn Confetti right here made by Terabyte. This is also 30% off right now until January 1st, 2021. Original price is 250 Robux, so you can get this currently for 175 Robux. Lastly updated on November 5th, 2020. And this one has 131 favorites. Alright boys and girls, so that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.